Hi, mamas and papas. 2026 new academic year. Guys, homeschooling in South Africa is not as common as other countries, and there isn't a lot of information out there. But I just want to help you out about a few things that you should look out to and you should look out for, and just remove those things from your children's life. So I've learned that as parents, we rely more on the school and the teachers, and when we need to transition to homeschooling, it's hard because it takes a lot from you. You are so used to the teachers doing everything, and I think also that's why children that are going to brick and mortar are really struggling, is because the parents really focus on the teachers doing more of the work, right? So what I've learned is that the first thing is that the age that you start teaching your child is very crucial. Guys, don't wait for grade R, don't wait for 4 years. It's too late. It's too late. Start using the years of infancy, because at that time your child is just absorbing everything. The last thing to develop is a speech, but they do understand, they know that particular thing, but they don't know how to use it, right? Like, for instance, don't just call it a ball, call it a sphere shaped ball. Just don't call it a cube or whatever, anything like, oh, this is a cone shape, this, give me one apple, give me two apples. Homeschooling starts before the child actually goes to school. And this is what is causing the delay in South Africa, because with my youngest, I started homeschooling when she was 4, not by choice. I had taken her to preschool and it was not working. God was like, no, girl, you lying to yourself. We're not doing that. And when that happened, I was already homeschooling the two older kids, and I saw the gap. I realized that certain things they were teaching, they were just delaying her. And I started teaching her. And with the young one, it's not everyday proper formal classroom, because let me tell you, they call the shots. So with a young one, it's basically to go with it, because they will never see you as their teacher. You are the mother. So they will press whatever button they want to press, right? But what I want to say is that start early. Start as early as you can. Like, put shapes in everything that you do. Give me that circle plate, give me that square whatever, give me that triangle this, give me the pink ball, the purple ball, give me, like, even position. People use one, two, three, four most times, and then when you need to teach first, second, third, it's hard for a child to really comprehend that. Start teaching that at a young age. So I just want to say to you guys that age is very, very important. 4 years was a very young age, but it was way late. It was late. So when you have even under one, start doing that. They are processing, they get to understand, they get to identify, and it will help the kids. There's a lot of things that are taught in foundation phase that can be taught before foundation phase. Grade R is too late for a child to start learning the basics. Counting is something that an infant can learn. They might not pronounce it right, but don't worry about that, right? Start your child counting in one, not just one. It's useless with them counting in ones only. Let them count in twos, let them count in threes. Start with maybe 5 numbers at a time, and that helps because now they know. And you tell them, count in ones, count in twos, count in threes. Don't worry, just keep going. They'll mess it up, and then eventually they will know how to do that. What's the benefit of counting in ones and twos and threes and fours and fives? Those are multiples, right? The times table, when you need to teach it to a child, is frustrating. When they know how to count in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they don't need to intentionally learn multiples, right? So be intentional about the words that you use with your child. Like, it's easy to say, give me that and give me this. Don't call it that. Don't say, oh, you were the first one to give me this. Oh, that one was the second one or the third one. Incorporate it in your everyday language, because that will really, really help the child. Like, oh, that's short, that's long, that's short. Also use opposites. That's tall, that's whatever, that's thick, that's thin. Like, that's dark, that's light. Try to incorporate it in everyday language, because your child might learn the writing skill later on, but the communication is very important. And also with the writing, you should see my 5-year-old. She writes like she's in grade 3. Her handwriting is like a grade 3 child's handwriting, because she has been using a pen now. This is the she's 5 now. This is the second year. Now we're going for the third year, right? And another thing, don't be in a hurry to register the child formally. With my first two, I did that. I was quite eager for them to go for grade R, and it bit me in the bum. Because it was just not working. And the months are very important. Children, when they are young, the months matter. So 1 year, 7 years and 2 months, and 7 years and 8 months, they're not the same. Like, their brain development is not the same. And I had to learn the hard way. So with my youngest, she's turning 6 this year. And it's only now that I'm doing grade R with her, because you need to formally register the child that they're doing grade R. And last year I was tempted because the older ones I enrolled grade R at the age of 5. Oh my word, it bit me. Bit me in the bum, so on the bum. So the thing is, now that I learned, because last year I saw when I called her, she was more resistant, like, no, I'm tired. I don't want to do that. I'm sleepy. She wasn't even sleepy. It's like, mommy, boring, not telling me straight. But I had to learn the hard way, and I just didn't enroll her, because once you do it, you can't stop. She's in the system. So it's done this year that she's doing grade R formally this year, and she's ahead. I mean, she's ahead. She can read basic words. She can count. I mean, she can count in hundreds. She can count in ones, in fours, in twos, in fives, in tens. Somewhere she needs a bit of help, but she can count in hundreds, thousands. The new one is hundred thousands. She struggled a bit with her tongue, but eventually she got it. All right. So I hope this helps. There's just a lot of information out there, and I am a life coach, in case you don't know. And I help people, I help families, and I've thought, like, a lot of parents these days really want to try this homeschooling thing, and I think I've gotten the hang of it, and I would like to impart that information. So as a life coach, I've included homeschooling coaching that can help the parents transition. What should you do, what should you not do, how to avoid certain things, and you can't avoid everything, but how to navigate that. And I hope this will help. So feel free to reach out to me, and then we can get the ball going or rolling or whatever. All right, awesome.